Hello, and welcome to this week's episode of the Igniting Your Health podcast. This week's episode is about those thoughts you tell yourself that limit you and how you move forward in reaching your health goals. So, those limiting beliefs that we keep telling ourselves. And if you found yourself in this situation, you probably did try to make a change to your health, but you fell off track. Life got busy, and you didn't get back up, and you ended up going back to your old habits. Because when you experience these thoughts, these limiting beliefs, you're not going to be successful in achieving your health goals. So, what is a limiting belief? It's a thought you believe to be true that stops you from doing certain things. In this case, working towards a health goal. It's a self limitation that keeps you in your comfort zone. It's a negative thought that you can put in a place that puts you in a place of fear. Fear of doing something different, fear of trying something new, or that fear of just getting started. It's the thoughts that keep you from progressing, leaving you feeling stuck, unfulfilled, and uninspired. But learning how to identify these limiting beliefs will only help you prevent you from limiting you in your health journey and uplift you so you can create an amazing transformation in your health and your life. So some examples of these beliefs may be that you think you're too old to change. You're too old to start being active, that you're going to fail at whatever you try because it's never worked out for you before. Even ones like, I'm scared to fail, so I just don't try. I'm not good at running, so I'm just not going to exercise. How about, I'll start exercising when I lose weight? Or, I don't have the discipline to be consistent with my healthy habits. And lastly, one day, one day I'll start, one day I'll make that change. The good news is that these fears and these doubts can be unlearned through practice and repetition. And the more practice and repetitive you are in learning these thoughts and new thoughts, it's that you'll build up your confidence and courage to a point where these negative emotions will have less impact and less effect on your actions to reach your health goals. And how do you learn this? The first step in overcoming these limiting beliefs is recognizing them. I want you to grab a piece of paper or your journal and write out what your limiting beliefs are. If you're listening while you're driving, of course, or walking, just think about it for a moment. What are you telling yourself that is limiting your efforts to achieving your health goals? Pay close attention to these for a few days and take note of them. The second step is reflecting on how these limiting beliefs came to mind in the first place and how has it held you back. For example, if your top limiting belief is that you'll start exercising when you lose weight, how did this start? Maybe every time you walk into the gym or see someone out walking, they're smaller size than you, so the exercise looks easy for them. Every time you try that or what they're doing, you think that you'll look silly or out of shape. How would this hold you back? You just don't go to the gym. You don't go for that walk for fear of what others will think of you and how you will look. Next, I want you to challenge those limiting beliefs. What if you're wrong? What if walking is actually easy for me? What if I tried to walk for 5 minutes, build up my confidence a little, and then aim for 10 minutes? Set yourself smaller goals and start working on them every day. Ask yourself, what if? What if what you believed wasn't actually true? What would your life and health look like in 6 months from now if what you think is actually not true? Because as you start to become more confident in what you're doing, you'll be able to set a bigger goal for yourself. And over time, your fears and your doubts will start to dissipate, or at least have less of an impact on your success in working towards your goal. Because once you challenge that limiting belief, asking yourself, what if? And break your goal into smaller pieces, I want you to start getting out of that comfort zone. That's what takes me to the next step, and that's creating a new belief. Creating an alternative, a more positive belief, and one that's believable. So if your limiting belief is that you'll start exercising when you lose weight, think back to the last step, break it into smaller pieces. Your new belief could be, I know I can walk 5 minutes in my neighborhood, maybe on my lunch break or on my treadmill. And every 5 minutes counts towards your health goal, which might be to walk a 5K in 6 months from now. Maybe it's to walk up a flight of stairs without getting out of breath. So start putting attention on what you can do and gradually build up your confidence. Set smaller goals and work on them every single day. Make these smaller goals a priority in your daily routines and take action on them. Even if it's a little outside of your comfort zone, it's okay. That's what's going to make these new habits and these new routines part of your new normal. The last step is to be kind to yourself. Making changes like this is not going to be an overnight success. You didn't create your limiting beliefs overnight, so these new beliefs are not going to happen overnight either. Give yourself a pat on the back for recognizing your limiting belief, creating a new one, and taking action on it. Identifying what is truly holding you back and setting a clear goal for tackling and removing this obstacle puts you back in control of your own health and your life. For every one of your limiting beliefs that you identified earlier, there is a solution to them. It's up to you to be absolutely clear on what's getting in your way and where you're going to put your focus and time in order to break through and work towards your health goal. And as you strive to work towards your goal, as I've said in many times in other episodes, knowing your health goal and that driving force of why you want to achieve your goal is going to give you that little extra push to keep you motivated to reach your goal. You have to give yourself permission to dream big. Be kind to yourself, to push for what you really want, to not compare yourself to others, to start where you are right now with the body that you have. I want you to know that you are more capable to achieve your health goals, more than capable. And to give yourself a little grace and a little wiggle room to grow into the person you need to be in order to become the best and healthiest version of yourself. Life can get busy sometimes and it throws you off track. Sometimes you struggle with doing all the things in your daily routine, feeling like you're on autopilot, and you know logically how important being healthy is, but you're not really sure how to be consistent in those healthy habits. And if so, I have some great news for you. Being healthy doesn't have to be complicated. You can be the best version of yourself on your own terms with the fullest amount of confidence in yourself, no matter what obstacle comes your way. Wouldn't the frustration of fitting into your favorite pair of jeans be a thing of the past? Wouldn't that be amazing? Of course. And when was the last time that you actually participated in any activity or exercise routine without doubting your capabilities and worrying about what others would think? Probably a really long time ago. So with the right tools and the tips and strategies, you really can unlock your full potential and be the best and healthiest version of yourself. Next month, I'm hosting a live challenge in a private Facebook group called Unlock Your Full Potential Challenge. Over this 3-day challenge, you'll learn how to tap into your full potential, recognize what's truly getting in your way, and how you can get from where you are right now in your health to where you want to be. You'll learn to be consistent with your healthy daily habits without having to sacrifice that time and actually love what you're doing with more confidence and more ease. So, if you're ready to unlock your full potential and kickstart your health journey so that you can be the best and healthiest version of yourself, go over to the description of this episode and click on the link for my 3-day Unlock Your Full Potential Challenge. If you can't access this link for some reason, simply head over to my website at www.ignitingyourhealth.com and you'll find the right link there on my homepage. Have an amazing day, everyone, and I'll talk to you next week.